we're looking at the brink of a quantum materials revolution.
It's about what science can do and what society can become.
Falling Walls. What a great image.
Overall, I think it's a huge message of hope.
It's a unique event of that kind.
That's really exciting.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Oh my God! Is this is real?
I really enjoy putting my ideas into what's possible in terms of innovation.
Hola, bienvenidas y bienvenidos. Welcome and good morning, good afternoon to everybody. First of all, thank you for attending Falling Walls Lab Colombia 2021. Falling Walls Lab Colombia 2021 is this third edition already, 1, 2, 3. After 2018 and 2019, unfortunately last year there wasn't one. And the first time it involves Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela. This is also the first time this event will be completely virtually, and I'm especially happy about that. I will tell you a little bit later why I'm especially happy about this. So this is a very nice opportunity for you to connect from all different parts of Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela. If you would like, you can already share your destination and where you're connecting from our official YouTube channel. Thank you again for joining us today. I will just briefly start a little bit what's on the table here today. The winner of the lab qualifies for the global finale in Berlin on November 8th, 2021, and wins a ticket to attend the Falling Walls conference, where he or she gets to interact with the world's movers and shakers of science, business, and policy making. What all this means, we will come to this later, and very beautiful words, but we will fill them with some very nice content as well. Just to give you one little glimpse, it's a very amazing mixture of science, business, and entrepreneurship in the Falling Walls conference. So the Falling Walls Lab Colombia 2021 is organized by the German Academic Exchange Service, the DAD, more specifically by the regional office in Bogota. And I would like to thank namely Dr. Martina Schulze and Sarina Kessler for their kind invitation and for this wonderful preparation to this Falling Walls Lab. My name is Sören Metz, and I'm the liaison officer for Latin America of the Technical University of Munich, TUM, and based in the German Center for Research and Innovation in Sao Paulo in Brazil. That's why I'm very happy that this time this is virtually. So I'm connecting from Sao Paulo, and I can be here with you in Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela. And I will be your moderator today and will guide you a little bit through our fully packed 2 hours program. We hope that we will stay in this 2 hours program, but yeah, I think if we will exceed a little bit, 5 to 10 minutes, you won't mind. I hope you won't mind. So as I already told you, this session is being transmitted live via the YouTube channel of the DAD Regional Office in Bogota, and will be available afterwards as well. So if you have any questions about this, what is Falling Walls again, what's about the conference, you can rewind it. It's saved on YouTube. And but especially for you who are participating live, we have in Bavarian we would say a schmankerl for you, a very nice treat for you, and this is the audience award. So we will have an audience award for all who are connected to us live now, and we will show a QR code after the presentations, and then you can vote for your favorite candidate, and the candidate will who gets the most votes will get the audience award. So we will explain this a little bit later. But before we go through this very packed 2 hours program, I would like to hand the word to our two partners. This is Universidad EAN and the German Colombian Chamber of Industry and Commerce for the welcome words. And let's start with Sara Vera. She's the director of International and Corporate Affairs at Universidad EAN, and she is a DRD alumnus, and she also did her master's at the TH Köln. So we could do this in German, but as the whole event is in is in English, I think Sarah can give her welcome words in English as well. Sarah, could you please switch on your camera and your microphone? The floor is yours now.
Thank you very much, Sören. Dankeschön. Ich bin stolze DAAD-Alumna, but this event is in English, and I am very happy to be here and to collaborate in order to keep falling walls. We are now facing so many challenges in our world, and together is the only way to build a sustainable future. That's why we're very happy to have today here people which are main stakeholders in the challenges that we face today in our society, and they are the entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurial ecosystems around the world have been very important hubs in order to solve those challenges. And I always say, I don't know if this makes sense in English, but they are the glue of many sectors that have some gaps, and they are closing those gaps. And they come with very innovative and very creative ideas in order to bring this welfare and well-being to the society. That's why we are very proud to be partner of this initiative at Universidad EAN. We are a university that works for sustainable entrepreneurship, and this is one of our main targets, to keep boosting entrepreneurial ideas, to keep giving capacities, and being a platform for entrepreneurs, not only from Colombia, but also from Latin America. And that's a very interesting way to collaborate also among our region and our common partners and countries. And that's a very interesting role that it's also being accomplished by the DAAD office, because the DAAD office is right now responsible for not only for Colombia, but also for Venezuela and other countries in the region. And that's amazing that we can bring this platform, and even in the difficult moment that we are living in the pandemic, we keep being connected. And as you say at the beginning, you are in Sao Paulo, there are people in other parts of the world, and we can fulfill this type of project and an event, being all connected from all over the world. And I think it's amazing that our Latin American entrepreneurs can spread the word and can take advantage of these type of platforms in order to boost and scale their startups. I am very happy to welcome you. I wish a lot of success. I am very happy that we have one EANista among the participants, and let's begin. I thank you very much, Sören.
Thank you, Sarah, for these very inspiring words. And we will next we will have Thorsten Kötschau. He is the managing director of the Cámara Colombo-Alemana, or German Colombian Chamber of Industry and Commerce. Very long name. In German, we would say AHK Colombian, which is a little bit easier. And please, Thorsten, the floor is yours for your welcome remarks.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much, Sören, and a very good morning to you and to all our audience, to everyone who's with us here today. And a special welcome to our co-organizers, the team of the DAAD regional office in Bogota, as Sören already mentioned, the EAN University, as well as to all access researchers in motion who supports today's event. And last but not least, to our jury, and of course our today's participants from the different countries. My name is Thorsten Kötschau. I'm the executive president of the German-Colombian Chamber of Industry and Commerce, and for me it is a real pleasure to welcome you to today's competition, the Falling Walls Lab Colombia, in which we will have the opportunity to listen to innovative, exceptional, and from my point of view, very promising ideas presented by our 9 finalists. We will get to know each project as well as the idea behind it in elevator pitches of just 3 minutes. So I will also make this welcome address brief and concise to fit today's scheme. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to, of course, congratulate the 9 candidates from Colombia, Peru, and Venezuela who were selected for today's final round. Being here today already represents a great achievement in the path of entrepreneurship. And today's event is clearly showcasing the quality, the diversity, and the passion of our region's most innovative minds. As a German Chamber of Commerce abroad, part of our efforts is aimed at supporting initiatives that facilitate the exchange of knowledge from an innovation perspective. Therefore, together with the Ian University, we wanted to support the DAAD regional office in Bogota in the organization of this competition in order to help creating a space in which entrepreneurship and innovation are being rewarded, exceptional ideas are being promoted, and promising scientists and entrepreneurs are being connected. Regardless of their industry, for our member companies, the private sector in general, and for us as a bilateral chamber, there are 2 words that are always present. It's entrepreneurship and innovation. These 2 factors are the driving force behind most of today's large companies, which began as a small creative ideas in the mind of a professional with a desire to grow, and it even started not seldom in a garage. We are also convinced that entrepreneurship and innovation contribute significantly to the socio-economic development of countries and regions. Thus, and especially in today's globalized world, there are challenges that require the inclusion of new actors from society, their talents, skills, aptitudes, and efforts, and we want to allow them to develop as future entrepreneurs. For us as a German Chamber of Commerce abroad, as Sören already said, in German it's much more brief, it's an AHK. It is an honor to be able to accompany the participants in this inspiring experience and to continue being one of the links between German and Colombian institutions that promote collaborations, innovation, as well as entrepreneurship. So with all this in mind, I wish you all the best of luck. I have no doubt that the winners of today's event will represent our region in a fantastic manner in the finals in Germany. May that candidate be able to present the winning idea there to tear down walls and to overcome borders, and hopefully that way win the grand finale as well. Thank you very much, Sören, and thank you very much for your attendance.
Thorsten, thank you very much for these very kind and also inspiring words. And as Thorsten already pointed out, big companies like Bosch, so we have Helmut here with us in the jury meeting, they started as small companies, and they started with just an idea and with an innovation, and but we will come to that. So as we, thanks again Universidad EAN, and thanks again AHK Colombia, or German Colombian Chamber of Industry and Commerce. And now we will come to our distinguished jury, because it's all about an award now. So we have to have someone who will judge about this. So we have a very distinguished jury, which consists of 5 people. If you could all just switch on your webcams now, and I will show you, and I will present you all of them. They have a very important and a very crucial role in this event, because they will decide the most important prize. This is the Falling Walls Lab winner for Colombia, the one person who gets to fly to Berlin, gets to represent the whole region, not just Colombia, but also Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela in Berlin. And I think a little bit. So that's why we have this very, I would say, a very diverse jury. Let's start with the organization, with the organizing institution, the German Academic Exchange Service, the DID. Dr. Martina Schulze, please, Martina. Oh, Martina already switched on her webcam. Very nice. She's the director of the regional office of the DID in Bogota, and was the director of the regional office in Brazil for almost 5 years prior to her role in Colombia. So she is like a Latin American expert. So if you have any questions about, even in Spanish and Portuguese and Portuñol, you can ask her that. She's also the chairwoman of this jury. And Martina, if you would like to say just hello or anything you would like to say.
Hello, everybody. And I wish us all a very, very, very good event, and may the best win.
Thank you, Martina. And now we have Paola Franco. Paola, she's a manager for entrepreneurship and innovation at the Chamber of Commerce in Cali, not the German Colombian Chamber, but the Chamber of Commerce in Cali, Colombia. So she's connected from Cali, also one of the benefits, again, for a virtual event. She has more than 10 years of experience in innovation, product management, strategy, and business improvement. So you see, we have Martina from the science side, we have Paola more from the business side, consulting side, and we are very happy to come with your participation, Paola. If you would like to say hello to our audience, now's the time.
Of course. Thanks, Aaron. Hello to everybody. I'm so happy to be here. It's a big pleasure to join this event. I wish everyone, all the participants, the best luck ever in this event. Enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Paola. And now we have, this is a very special event because we have only one male member of this jury, and this is Helmut Oblindnich. He's originally from Klagenfurt, Austria, so he's Austrian. So they speak German as well with a funny accent. If you're learning German, if you're learning Hochdeutsch, and then you go to Wien or even to Oberösterreich, then you would say, oh, this is still German. It's still German. Written, it's the same. This pronunciation is a little bit different. But he's not here in his role as an Austrian, but he's here in his role as the president of the northern region of Latin America at Bosch, Robert Bosch, AG, and general manager for Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, Panama, and Venezuela. So quite a lot of country. And he's connecting from Peru. Helmut, if you like to say some words to the audience.
Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here, and I wish all that we have a very, very good event. So it's important for the region, and I'm so happy that we have a lot of participants from different countries, and we can look forward that we have people that are very innovative. Thank you very much.
Helmut, thank you very much for your very kind words. Now we come to Yasmin. Yasmin Ramos Hernandez. She is the manager for acceleration and entrepreneurship in Impulsa, Colombia. She's an economist by training and a specialist in international cooperation with a large experience in formulation, evaluation, execution, and monitoring of projects, especially in entrepreneurship initiatives. So she's like, she would, for her, this is her usual bread and butter. Yasmin, if you like to say some words to the audience.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be here today, and I can't wait to hear all the proposals.
Yasmin, thank you. The pleasure is all ours to have you on board. And now, last but not least, we have Becky Cardoso Vargas. Becky, she's the founding partner of Global Gap Colombia, and she has a lot of experiences. And I would just point out one thing which I think is very interesting for us here. So she's consulting international companies on how to make business in Colombia, and she's also the member of the board of the German-Colombian Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Colombia. Becky, if you would like to address some words to the audience.
I'm very happy to be here helping in this project. I hope everybody was able to show their ideas on how they could help our country, because I have been looking for the ideas and they are focused on that. And good luck to everybody.
Thank you, Becky. And so just to sum this up a little bit, so we have we have two members from the private sector. We have one person from the public sector. We have one from the innovation sector, and one from academia. So it's a very, very nice mix to evaluate our candidates. And speaking about our candidates, we are slightly behind our schedule. So I would just tell you a little bit about so they are already pre-selected. So the first huge wall, they already went through it. So they were pre-selected by our jury, by our committee. And so we have 9 very interesting candidates. 6 are from Colombia, 2 from Venezuela, and 1 from Peru. And I will say their names, and please switch on your camera and microphone just for a short wave. We have Juan Manuel España from Colombia.
Hello.
Federico Parra from Colombia.
Hi.
There he is. Christian Paez Rodriguez, also from Colombia.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Then we have Rosaqueria Estela Mendoza from Peru.
Yes, nice to see you all.
There she is. Our only female contestant, but so she's that's the other way around. So in the jury we have Helmut as our lonely soldier, and here in the candidates we have Rosaqueria as our only soldier for the female side. But this doesn't mean anything. You can win it all. So you are equal to all the other 9. We have Jackson Rodriguez from Colombia.
Hi. Good morning.
Asla Iglesias, connecting from Venezuela, Caracas.
Hello, everybody. Greetings.
There he is. Very good internet connection. Julio Cesar Dali, also from Venezuela.
Hello. How are you, everybody?
There he is. And Carlos Gomez from Colombia.
Hello, everybody.
There he is. And Daniel Garavito from Colombia.
Hi.
There he is. Very nice. So you will get to know all of these better in the following 2 hours of our event. So we are very happy again about their participation and very curious about your projects, candidates, really. But coming a little bit back to why we are here. What is Falling Walls? So, and why Falling Walls, and why not another innovation challenge? First of all, as I already mentioned in the beginning, it's a mixture about science, innovation, policy making. So, the Falling Walls Foundation founded the Falling Walls Labs in 2011. 10 years ago, so this is the 10th anniversary, in order to, and I would just read it to you, connect aspiring innovators, discover and develop talents, support interdisciplinary dialogue and international cooperation, develop new ways of scientific communication, and build new ways of scientific communication, build new and strong networks. Federico Parra, if you could just switch off your microphone, I think you were. Now you're muted. Very good. But this is a very good check because microphones are working. So this is important for the presentations. So Falling Walls Lab is basically an international forum for the next generation of early career innovators, trailblazers, creators, and visionaries. We are here now to in this 3rd edition of this event in Colombia to declare 3 different winners. So we have the winner of the lab and these 3 different prizes. I will start with the first one. The first one is the Falling Walls Lab Prize. So this will be the winner, representing the whole region in Berlin, from in front of a jury, international jury, and we will hear from Jorge afterwards how this will be. So he will win a trip, he or she will win a trip to Berlin, Germany, travel and accommodation included. He or she will participate in the Global Falling Walls Lab Final on November 7 this year in Berlin. He or she will receive a ticket to the prestigious Falling Walls Conference, which is from November 7 to November 9. Where you can meet all different kinds of leaders from science, industry, policy making, and discuss with them what your impact project will be about and how this can change Germany and the whole world and your region, of course. And you can also take part in an exclusive extended program, including a pitch training, everything. Springer Nature is organizing a science publishing event for you to learn more about this. There's an insights into German research, science excursion, etc., etc. So it's a very nice package. 1 week going to Berlin. We will hear from the 2018 finalist and winner of the Falling Walls Lab later in the program. So we have the Eurexis Prize. Charlotte Gravitz from the Eurexis office in Rio de Janeiro will explain this prize later to us, and she will give us a mini presentation when her time on the program is on. And then we have the Audience Award, as I told you in the beginning. So all of you connected, and there you see it again. This is the QR code. So for the candidates, what do the candidates get? First of all, an extra voucher for an online startup training seminar, for you to be even better prepared for other pitches, for other competitions, and so this is just for you. And what do the audience get? They get to vote their best candidate. So you see the QR link on the screen. Just screen it with your camera, and we will also put the link in the YouTube chat. And again, after each block of presentation, we will show this QR code again for you to say, oh yeah, I like this one, I like the second one, I like the third one. So we are now in terms of already finishing our welcome and introductory remarks. We're a little bit late, but this is still okay, I think. I would like to go now to our first and the most important point. This is the presentations 1 to 5. So I will explain you the rules. Thorsten already told you it's about 3 minutes. So how did this work? All candidates have 3 minutes. We have 2.5 minutes of pre-recorded videos, so that even if you have a bad internet connection and everything, it doesn't get lost. So you get to see the video now, and then 30 seconds for questions from our jury. So our jury will decide based on the following criteria in the Falling Walls Lab scoring system. Andres, maybe if you could show the scoring system, this would be nice. So for you to know that this Falling Walls Lab is a little bit different than other pitch competitions. So their decision is based on 50% of the breakthrough character factor. This is on the column on the left side. In the middle, we see the 40% is relevance and impact, and then just 10% of structure and performance. That's why, because if you are not the best performer, and again, reminding you, if you are not the best performer, and if you win the Audience Award, you can get this pitch training, and you can even be a better performer and even compete in other competitions. So this is how the jury is working and is evaluating all the projects. So in this first block of presentations, we will have 5 candidates, and the projects being presented. And I will ask now Juan Manuel España from Colombia. He will speak about breaking the walls of solar power for all. Andres, if you could show his slides, and then we will already hear his and see his video. There he is. He's still smiling because he didn't get the tough questions from our jury yet. So Juan Manuel España from Colombia, he really wants to tell us a bit of how solar power can be affordably made, especially in communities in Colombia. Juan Manuel España, the floor is yours. And Andres, if you could switch on his video now. And now we can relax and lean back and see 2.5 minutes.
Hello, my name is Juan Manuel, and today we're breaking the wall of solar power for all. Solar power and distributed energy resources emerge as a potential solution to provide clean and affordable energy. But is this true for all? How democratic is our energy transition? In Colombian cities, there are high-income neighborhoods that look like this, and they consume 2 to 3 times more energy than low-income neighborhoods where most of Colombians live, and that look like this. Now let's talk about solar power, which has several tax benefits in Colombia. The business is simple. The more you consume, the better returns a solar plant will yield. The problem is that for low-income households, energy consumption is too low. Not many have suitable roofs due to poor infrastructure, and even if it were good business for them, they simply lack the resources. What does it mean? In Colombia, distributed solar is for the wealthiest, and even most of them don't have a roof to install solar and don't even know the potential of solar. So can we really talk about decentralized and clean energy transition? Energy transition needs to be an energy revolution, people at the core. That's why we're helping to build bottom-up solar communities through innovation and collaboration. We deployed the first peer-to-peer energy trading pilot in Colombia, where people can trade excess power. Also, we are about to launch a community solar pilot in Comuna 13 in Colombia, where the members of a community can share the benefits of a distributed solar plant. We want to understand the main characters of this energy transition, the people. That's why we teamed up with Partido de las Doñas from Comuna 13 to co-create a solar community. We focus on educating not only the people, but decision makers that can help reshaping the energy industry. This is a complex field that requires a mix of ambition and expertise at all levels. Also, we have created an ecosystem around user-centered energy systems and energy transition that includes 3 projects with several institutions and more than $700,000 mobilized. Finally, we are making that the energy transition in Colombian cities look not only like this, the wealthiest, but more like this for all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Juan Manuel, if you could switch on your camera. Is there any question from our juries? Yeah, we have Martina Schulze. Please, Martina.
Yes, I have a question. You are establishing a private grid for this, and how does it connect to the official one, the governmental or whatever private one?
Okay, so this is a mix of private and public collaborations. From the public side, we teamed up with the Ministry of Energy, focusing on education for all levels, including users and the industry. And from the private side, we teamed up with 2 companies, one a solar company and a big utility, one of the largest ones in Latin America.
Juan, how do you manage the security of the solar panels in these communities?
The security of the solar panels? Well, our approach is bottom up, so it means that it's the community who own the panels. And basically through the activities that we do within the community, they make sure that they take care of their own assets.
So Juan Manuel, thank you very much. This was more than 30 seconds, but and thank you very much, Baiki and Martina, for your very two questions. Now we come to Federico Parra, also from Colombia. So, and Andres will switch the slide now. Federico will tell us more about the breaking the wall of legacy voting systems in the world. And let's hear from Federico how he wants to revolutionize the sector of electronic voting. Andres, if you could start the video already.
Hi, I'm Federico Parra and I want to break the wall of legacy voting system with private pictures. With so many political surprises coming across in recent years in both developed as well as in developing countries, there is discontent of the population due to the lack of trust in the electoral process. Then I started to have an idea based on the following. How could I achieve the main negative issues of the current voting process solved, with abstention rates to minimal levels, with reliable voting results, without disposable electoral presence, without ballot papers, without juries, without long lines, even without having to go far from home? With that idea, the world controls more the results of the election that would improve democracies, avoiding violent population confrontations. We have also seen this violence and democratic discontent in recent years in many countries, regardless of their state of economic development. Over time, those ideas matured, and then Beatrice was born, a centralized platform that allows citizens to vote at ATMs in their country. The best of it is that it allows voting in a solid, reliable infrastructures already established worldwide in all countries, such as the existing networks of ATMs. The characteristic of these financial networks are fully exploited, such as easy to use, extensive geographic coverage, operational stability, security, reliability, and the ability to keep auditing trails. Beatrice is a platform that must be installed in the data center of the respective country electoral authority, and then it is interconnected with the different financial networks, so that on voting days, citizens can use the ATM as voting machines. The ATM simultaneously will be able to function normally to carry out normal banking transactions. Citizens who wish to vote at the ATMs must first be registered with the electoral authority. Then, by certified mail, they will receive a smart card, which on the day of elections they will insert into the ATM and activate the voting option. It is important to mention that the smart card does not contain the identification of the citizen, guaranteeing that the vote is secret. Once the vote is confirmed, the ATM prints a confirmation receipt and Beatrice disables the card, preventing it from being used again. Additionally, it generates an important advantage in the reduction of carbon footprint that it generates because it reduces the use of paper, cardboard, and non-biodegradable elements used in every election. Other benefit is the budget reduction that could be around 40% of the cost of the election, equivalent to $1.2 billion per year worldwide. All these to contribute to knock down one more of the walls that still exist, the unwanted legacy of voting systems. We ask for your support to successfully complete this work that some time ago we believe could only be imaginary, but now after 2 years of hard work, we already see that it's a dream that becomes reality.
Yeah, thank you very much, Federica. I don't know how many words you spoke in this 2.5 minutes, but these are impressive. Federica, if you could, there he is. And do we have a question from the audience? I don't see any hand raises. Maybe if there isn't any question. There we have Paola. Paola, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay. Federico, one question. What do you think are the first sponsors for you to be able to make this this project like come true or materialize it?
Well, first you need to understand that our main our main clients are the electoral authority of each country. Those are the ones that we are going to go to show this project. But there's another type of entities as the multilateral entities, as the ONU, as the Mondial Bank, as different entities that could approve this project and show it to the different countries in the world.
Yeah, thank you very much, Federico. Is there any other questions? If not, maybe if I may ask a question, what do you think about in terms of digital payments and anything? Will ATM will disappear? What do you do when ATMs will disappear and when we all just use Bitcoins or I don't know, digital Apple, Google Pay, and where will your infrastructure will be based on in 10 to 15 years?
Well, the interesting thing about this project is that the ATMs is a very reliable and safe structure that already exists. So there are hundreds and thousands of ATMs around the world. So to change that, you need to change like a lot of background in financial transactions and financial operation. So when you establish like that, then when the world changed to the Bitcoins or to the crypto money and all that stuff, there's need to understand that you have to change all the financial structure that already exists.
Yeah, thank you very much, Federico. And we now come to Christian Paez Rodriguez, also from Colombia. And there Andres will show his slide now. Federico, thanks again. And now we come to Christian Paez Rodriguez. He is trying to convince us that he found a very nice solution to breaking the wall of pollution, construction, and linear economy. Linear economy versus circular economy. You all know this now.
Correct.
And there he is, and he is already listening. Very good. Andres, if you could please play Christian's video, and now we will listen what his idea is all about.
Hi, I am Federico Parra, and I want to break the world legacy of voting system with the project. What part of Bogota
do you think this is? Unfortunately, any part of Bogota or any block in any city can become this, because 80% of the waste of the building industry impacts directly the environment, and 55% of the waste ends up in the streets of Bogota, affecting our quality of life and even our mobility. When we talk about the industry of construction, we are talking about the linear process from extracting the raw materials and demolition. This generates debris, and this have a high negative impact on the environment, either directly or indirectly. Here are some figures to identify. 20% of the air pollution, 40% of the drinking water pollution, and 40% of the energy of the whole world is used on the construction industry. This is a print made in form of Voronoi structure. This is made by PDA, a biodegradable polymer made by corn. This is the structure of our bones. Thanks to the biometric configuration, this product has its resistance. If we use 3D printing and computer design, we can generate new structures. We can combine the debris of the construction industry and make them printable. I want to make a really quick exercise. So all of you, please close your eyes. Now, imagine this product creating modular panels, and these modular panels creating a structure. This structure have infinite configurations. Now, please open your eyes. That configurations and structure that you just have in your head is the way that we are thinking of how to build in the future. What are the potentials of the application of this technology? We offer you cost reduction, productivity increase up to 50%, reduction of the environment impact, and for the nature of this technology, the possible applications. We are Proyecto Farfalla.
Yeah, thank you very much, Christian. I did this exercise, so I closed my eyes and I opened them afterwards, and I was amazed with the structure I saw then. And Martina Schulze, I don't know if she did the same, but she has a question. Martina, go for it.
Yeah, I closed my eyes also, but I have a question. And this question is concerning the fire resistance and other security aspects of your polymer.
Okay, right now this polymer is not fire resistant because of the polymer made by corn. It is very inflammable. But right now we're working with an engineer of University Javeriana that is designing the sand material to make it this resolve. So in less than 2 or 3 months, we can make this material fire resistant. And also it resists water, and it is not like a sponge, so it did not absorb the water. So it's water resistant too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Christian. And if there aren't any other questions, I don't see any other questions. Then Christian, thank you very much for this impressive journey and taking us. I really like the exercise of closing the eyes and opening the eyes again, and I really did it. And all of the YouTube audience. Speaking about our YouTube audience, Zarina just told me that we already have 1,000 votes. Wow, amazing engagement from our colleagues. And I won't show the QR code now because I will show this after the next 2 candidates. We already have 1,000 votes. And again, Christian, thank you very much. Let's come to our next. Oh, there's a QR code. Okay, Andres already showed it. So if you want to crack the 2,000 votes mark, please scan the code again and vote for your favorite candidate. And if your favorite candidate is speaking about breaking the wall of mental health stigma, then Rosa-Kevia Estela Mendoza from Peru maybe has the right project for you. Rosa-Kevia, are you there?
Yes, I am.
There she is, and this is her profile. And now, Andres, if you could switch on the video, because she will talk about mental health stigma and how to break the wall of that. I'm very interested about your presentation now. Andres will show the video now.
Hello, my name is Rosa-Kevia Estela. I'm very pleased to join today. My name is Rosa-Kevia Estela. Let's start with a very simple question. How are you feeling today? Yes, some of us right now are feeling good, while some of us might know someone who isn't feeling good. In 2020, 1 in 4 young people aged 18 to 24 had or were at risk of clinical level mental health problems. Globally, 20% of youth. That's why we started Mental Health Trust. We wanted to bring about a systemic and steady change. There were sudden challenges going on in the world, like the coronavirus pandemic. With a record time of 3 years, 2 ministries of loneliness were founded, one in Japan and one in the UK. I felt I needed to do something. Mental Health Trust is an online platform where people of all ages and ethnicities come together to share their stories on mental well-being. Thus, it began with a simple conversation, has grown now into a full website. Last year, we ran our first story writing competition. We were overwhelmed with the response we received. The world was ready to talk about mental health. We received 80 stories coming from 12 countries. Now, we want to move to newer territories. We want to build trust at a global scale. We want to use new technologies to make lasting human-to-human connections. We envision the largest network to promote mental health literacy in the format of an app, where you can interact with mental health professionals in a safe space. You might be wondering, why a network? Yes, this is because I'm good at bringing people together, putting on the same page to move towards the same goals. Today, we need your support to make this happen. Together, we can avoid 800,000 suicides per year. Questions?
Wow, a very important topic, and I hope that we have a question from our jury. Who wants? Paola, please.
Hi, sorry. I forgot her name.
It's too long, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Liliana. I'm gonna say Liliana. Liliana, I'm gonna ask you something about how you will monetize this project. Like, are you gonna charge the people to log in, or how is it gonna work for to get all this community, all this network that you pretend to have?
Yes, to make it more profitable, I was thinking to use the same system that game app use, which is like freemium model. So basically you can download for free the app, and sometimes you need to pay for extra features, or you also we can run it based on, some ads move it from one activity to another. Thank you.
Thank you, Paola, for this question, and thank you, Rosa for this very impressive presentation. And reminding you once again, so breaking the wall is not just about technical invention, and Rosa has just shown this. It can be about mental health as well. And our last candidate for this round now is Asla Iglesias from Venezuela. And he will try to show us breaking the wall of quality water scarcity. And Hasla is already connected, and Andres will show the video now. And
Hello.
please enjoy these 2.5 minutes.
Hello, I'm Hasla Iglesias from Venezuela, and I'm going to talk to you about our idea to break the wall of quality water scarcity. In Venezuela, over 80% of the people lack access to safe drinking water. They are forced to look for water in conditions such as the depicted in the picture. This has dramatic consequences. The most critical of all is the surge of life-threatening diseases. It's important to acknowledge that every day in the world, over 10,000 people die from water-related diseases. This situation also has consequences over their productive capacity, because they have to use productive hours and even school days to fetch water that could be used otherwise. In order to solve this, to break this wall, we have developed a water purification community franchise. We install water purification units, such as the one depicted in the photo, that allows us to supply free, safe drinking water to vulnerable people such as children, elders, and lactating and pregnant women. But also, this plant has a commercial function. This plant offers to third parties the service of water bottle refill at a lower than the market price. This allows the social organizations in whose premises is installed this plant to generate income, to sustain their social activities, and also pay a fee to Agua Segura to sustain our growth and our activities. Through this plan, we are able to offer a tailored safe water source for vulnerable communities that it supplies over 4,000 liters per day. We're able to create jobs because the people will be employed to operate this plant. And also we are able to generate income for social organizations. As a whole, we make people healthier. We have been able to reduce in more than 20% the cases of waterborne diseases. We empower women because they are the most benefit from having a near safe water source and a job in water purification. And we also make social organizations stronger because they increase their services portfolio and have an additional source of income. I'm more than happy to answer your questions.
Yeah, then we will have, okay, first of all, thank you very much for the first 5 presentations. And now we are almost right on time, so we are 1 minute late. Perfect, almost German timekeeping. And now we come to the second block of presentations. You already know, so 2.5 minutes of videos and then 30 seconds, slightly a bit longer than 30 seconds of our questions from our jury. And now in the second block, we have 4 candidates. And we will start with Jackson Rodriguez from Colombia. Andres, if you could show his slides. And he will, now a very difficult word to pronounce, breaking the wall of COVID-19 resilience with hypochlorous acid. And we will hear more about this. And Jackson is already connected. Jackson is connecting from Colombia, and we will see his video now. Andres, please.
Welcome. My name is Jackson Rodriguez, and today I'm going to show you how we could break the wall of COVID-19 resilience with hypochlorous acid. But first of all, why is resilience such a problem? The particular case of COVID-19, resilience can be defined as the problem of a virus spreading faster than it can be destroyed, thus becoming a pandemic. We've been in a war against pathogens since the beginning of time, and the problem is that they evolved some 3,000 to 4,000 millions of years ago, while we humans just been around for the past 2.5 million. Therefore, they have a huge advantage on us in terms of and survival mechanisms, but we have also made some mistakes, like our using of antibiotics, which have also helped them to become more resilient. It's time now to learn from nature, and with our knowledge and understanding of science, to propose sustainable solutions that help us win this war against them. In this regard, hypochlorous acid is the most natural mechanism of defense in our immune system that wakens resilience and is produced by our own white blood cells. But then, how can we promote replication and reinforcement of such a natural mechanism of defense in our current pandemic? The answer is electrolysis. Electrolysis can help us produce hypochlorous acid in the quantities we need now to awaken resilience of COVID-19 at a global scale. This is a picture of our low-cost electrolytic generator of hypochlorous acid. It's a simple but effective machine that enables us to produce hundreds of liters per day by just adding water and some small amounts of table salt and electricity. Please do not confuse hypochlorous acid with regular bleach or chlorine dioxide. Those are different compounds which can to some extent be harmful to your skin. Some of you now may be wondering, is it safe for the skin? The answer is yes. Some of you may have experienced dermatitis from hand sanitizing with alcohol. Here you can see a picture of a person who managed to recover and heal her wounds after 1 day of switching from alcohol to hypochlorous acid. In order to awaken resilience of COVID-19, hypochlorous acid can be sprayed directly into the air and on any surface you need, including yourself, eyes, nose, mouth, throat, to destroy viruses and bacteria naturally. At this point, we would like to encourage its use as a suitable product for personal disinfection, and we love to see our generators helping solve current pandemic. Thank you very much for your attention, and I look forward to hearing some questions from the audience.
All these things, but this is a very natural product. This is the one that the own body produces to defend itself from bacteria and viruses and all of it, and therefore we have those permits.
Thank you, Jackson.
I have a question, sorry. Do we have time? Okay,
Yes.
just a quick question.
Yes, please go ahead.
I would like to know, Jackson, how has been the process of your validation, a market validation that you've made during this time?
Interesting question. We started this project from the beginning of the pandemic, and we've been trying this product on very different people, and it came to our knowledge from all these people using the product that this is useful not only for cleaning surfaces, but also for killing bacteria, algae, from diseases, even vaginal infections. It's been a very interesting process. It's a very interesting product also.
Thank you, Paola, for this question. Jackson, I was just being informed that our colleagues in the audience, they didn't get your answer to the first question. The first question Yasmin raised about if you already applied for a specific regulation. And could you just please repeat the first answer to the question?
Yes.
To the first question. Yeah.
There are very different kinds of INVIMA regulations, one for domestic use and one for cosmetic use. And there is also a use for industry and hospital use. We have that this clinic use, and we are applying right now for the cosmetic one. But we have these permits right now for the pandemic season. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you very much, Jackson. I was just being informed that there are some technical difficulties in the background, but we will keep going with our next candidate. First of all, thank you very much, Jackson. Again, please clap your hands for Jackson. And now we are coming to Julio Cesar Dali de Venezuela. Where is he? I think we are there. At least we see the slide already. Julio Cesar, are you connected to us? You can switch on your Julio. There he is. You can switch on your video if you want to. We have sound again. This sounds nice. Okay, and Andres, if this is okay, if then we would like to hear and see the video from Julio Cesar about breaking the wall of xenophobia, a very important issue. Just give me a sign if this is possible. I think now it's working. Let's hear his video.
Hello, my name is Julio Dali, and I want to break the wall of xenophobia. In 2015, 5 million Venezuelans have migrated outside the country, and Latin America has received most of them. Their image has been worsening in time. In 2021, 69% of Colombians had a negative opinion regarding the arrival of Venezuelans to the country. This negative perception can translate into discrimination. A recent survey shows that 40% of Venezuelan migrants claim to have been discriminated because of their nationality. Xenophobia has two main negative consequences. First, it makes socioeconomic integration of migrants more difficult. Paradoxically, experts agree that the way to maximize the benefits of migration is through integration. Second, in an outbreak of xenophobia, the chances of a direct vulneration of migrants' rights increases. For example, in 2019, hate speech against Venezuelan migrants went viral in Pacaraima, Brazil. Someone suggested to burn refugees' camp. 3 hours later, the camps were on fire. This leaves us with a question: how to measure xenophobic outbreaks in a timely, systematic, and robust way? And my answer is the Xenophobia Barometer. It is a platform that systematizes and analyzes data on social media on narratives around migrants to understand what triggers xenophobia and empathy in real time. In specific, we collect all messages regarding migration and classify them to understand the emotions behind them. Before the barometer, the way to capture perceptions around migrants was using surveys, which were very costly in terms of money and time. After studying narratives around migrants in Colombia, we found that xenophobia tends to emerge as a response to publications relating migration with crime. We use this information to do workshops to media, and integration messages have increased since then. We also found the statements of public figures affect the quantity of discrimination messages. Our measure of xenophobia has been used to assess the impact of these kind of statements. Lastly, during 2020, we published 3 xenophobia outbreaks that work to alert stakeholders and provide legal assistance to migrants. We are currently measuring xenophobia in Colombia and Peru. However, we need to replicate it in countries like Ecuador, Chile, Panama, and Argentina.
Yeah, we are still missing Julio Cesar Dali, who should be here for the questions. I don't know, Julio, if you were, I think you just, I don't know if you had a worse connection. If not, if they are, I would like to improvise a little bit. So all of our jury members, if you have some questions for Julio, if you can please note them or write them on your tablet or whatever device you're using, or on a notepad in a traditional way with a pen and paper, just write them down and we will come to them back after our next presentation. There he is, there's Julio. He's back. Okay, Julio, very good. So if now to our jury, do you have any questions regarding the project Julio just presented us? Martina, yeah, please.
Yeah, now I can talk. Well, my main question is about how you will bridge the gap between your analysis on one hand side and what should be the impact of what you found out. So changes in the society.
I'm sorry, I didn't. Can you repeat again, please?
Yes. How can you bridge the gap between your analysis and what should be changed in the society about xenophobia?
Okay, so the first thing that we do is we make an analysis in order to understand what triggers xenophobia. However, our main objective is to have advocacy in changing narratives. So what we do, since we understood the role of social media, is we do workshops to social media in order to understand the way they communicate migration. And alongside with that, we work with GIFEN, that are all the organizations in the territories that work with migration in order to capacitate them to understand what triggers xenophobia and how to foster integration. We also empower migrants to fight or to react properly when they are facing hate speech.
Yeah, thank you very much, Martina, for this question. Thank you very much, Julio. And yeah, we are slightly the 30 seconds were almost already over. So we come to Carlos Gomez from Colombia. Thanks again, Julio Cesar Dali from Venezuela for this project. And now we come to Carlos Gomez,
hello,
another colleague from Colombia. And he will speak about when Andres will change the slides. There is a slide. Breaking the wall of death by landslides. A very important issues, not just for a mountaineering country as Colombia and Peru. And yeah, Carlos, the floor is yours now. First, the 2.5 minutes, and then he's already connected to answer the questions from our jury.
Good morning. My name is Carlos. I'm going to talk about breaking the walls of death by landslide. Rain, a simple song for most people, which can be synonymous with a coffee, maybe a move, but for others significant death. Rainfall is the first agent of landslide. In the last 2 years, one average of 14 people each day around the world died, and only in March of this year in Colombia, 2.5 people died each day. But who died? Many times, they are displaced for the violence and forced to live in this place. They don't have money, opportunities, they are not legally established, so don't have government benefits. They just survive and they need a solution. To help these people, we are creating Light, a software that combines technology, investigation, different areas of knowledge to provide a simple solution that can be used anywhere and by anywhere in the world. The software works like this. First, identify hazard zones through geoinformation, and with a 3D image, we will identify person in danger. Second, with the data acquired, it will be used in a computational simulation. Variables as rainfall, type soils are changed and will obtain simulation database. Third, install sensors in the field to know the real conditions in real time. Fourth, we create our early system alert, and as the time is the principal factor, we employ data science to analyze the information from simulations and can recognize the real data when occur a landslide, can understand how variables influence the model, and thus can constantly improve. This will indicate the probability of landslide versus real time. And if it exceeds a stipulated percentage, it will alert the community across application mobile. At the moment, I am listing technological words, but what is the focus? It's not logical that the alert say run to where. It's a big movement on land with a high speed. The cause of death is being crushed and hit by the risk. So, to solve this, 5. We are designing a low-cost life capsule that works with recycled materials and can be installed in the house. Finally, we can't offer a safe place to live because we can't control natural force, but we can provide the opportunity to live another day. Thank you. Questions?
Yeah, thank you very much, Carlos, for this very nice presentation. And I would like to change a little bit the scheme now. I would like to ask Helmut. Helmut, what do you think about this project? Do you have any, what are your doubts on this? Would Robert Bosch fund this project? And if you say yes, why? And if you say no, why not? What is still missing? Helmut, if you could give us your opinion on that.
It's a very interesting project because there works with different technologies. It's the sensor, it's also the drones. I think that's a very interesting project. So I was I think about not only for the landslide, it's possible also for other. I think for lawine. What's the name? Lawine.
Avalanche.
Snow. Avalanche. Yes.
Avalanche.
So, yes, I think that's a very nice project.
Thank you. But do you have any specific questions to this, Helmut? Is this what do you think feasibly?
No question. It was very clear. I think I have from my side, no questions.
Okay. I think Martina just raised her hand. Martina, do you or very good.
I would like to know who are exactly the users, because I have the fear that if you implement this for everyone who is living in a dangerous site, let's say they will not use it every day simply because it's not, well, they will not It's not like an app that you on a daily basis are using, so it might be forgotten.
Okay, the question is the persons don't will use the application every day because every will function automatically. So the software in one moment specific when occurrence light will alert. So the poor people who live in a specific place we are identified in one moment, this person in a specific are going to use.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, Helmut and Martina, for your comments. And Carlos, thank you very much for this interesting project. And now we come to our last candidate, the ninth, one of the ninth. Oh, and a very nice background. This is Daniel Garavito from Colombia. And he, the name of his project is Breaking the Wall of Education. Wow, you have quite something on your plate when you really want to break the wall of the whole education. But let's see from his video what his project is all about and what he is proposing. Andres, if you could switch on his video.
Hello, my name is Daniel Garavito, and today I want to show you how together we will break down the wall of education. We will break down the wall of education. And imagine the lockdown without internet. And imagine the lockdown without internet or smartphones. That is the situation of 1 out of 2 children in developing countries. 5 million children only in Colombia. With these children, we will fill the Allianz Arena Stadium 80 times, or the Stadium El Campín 165 times. Now open your eyes. We can try to solve it with internet and the smartphones, but we don't have enough resources to pay for it. We can try to solve it with television and radio, but we don't have enough broadcasters and television channels for every child to get the education he or she deserves. We can try to solve it with textbooks, but a child who studies on their own doesn't learn well. Then, what can we do to create a world in which every child reaches his or her potential? Can you imagine the future of humanity without walls of education? We did it. And this is why we create EduCall, calls to educate. EduCall transforms a simple phone call to give access to any kind of audio content, internet through voice and artificial intelligence. With this, we bring education to every places of the world when you can make a simple call, a call to educate. When a child makes a call to EduCall, have access to pre-recorded lessons, audiobooks, and podcasts, like Spotify. Have access to a learning management system with evaluations and feedbacks, like Moodle. Voice search on the internet, Wikipedia, voice assistant, and translations, like Siri. As well, personalized suggested content and playback controls, like YouTube, and conference rooms, with their classmates and teachers. We turn a legacy phone into an interactive, personalized, and on-demand radio through a simple call. You can try EduCall in Colombia by calling 031 518 2131. Do you want to break down the education barriers, make every child reach their potential, and fill the world with calls to educate with us?
Yeah, thank you very much, Daniel, for this very, very nice presentation. Are there any questions regarding Daniel's project and his idea of breaking the wall of education?
Hi, sir.
How is it? Paola, yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, my question is about market validation also. Like I would like to know if you have tried this, or how many kids have tried it, and what can you tell us about this?
Okay, thank you for the question. We already have 2 main pilots, one with the National University here in Colombia, with a project with the Ministry of Education. The other one, it's a little pilots with a few courses, and in this moment we are launching a big validation in the Guajira, here in Colombia, with the support with the JCI, la Cámara Junior Internacional, in Guayma and Bogotá. So this is our main test, and also what I say, Educol already is working. So you can try, every child in this country can make a call right now and start to use Educol.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dania. Thank you very much for your question, Paola. And first of all, let's say thank you for this 4 candidates and for the impressive projects. Please clap your hands. But before we will show you the QR code again, we have an advice from our backstage from Andres that one question, the question for Hasla Iglesias from Venezuela about breaking the wall of quality water scarcity wasn't able to be heard by the audience on YouTube. Andres, could you please put on the slide, Hasla Iglesias slide again? And then we will come back to the question, and I hope that the one from the jury member knows who asked the question about breaking the wall of water scarcity. I may guess it was Martina, but I'm not quite sure. There he is. Maybe Hasla, maybe you know who asked the question. Hasla, where are you? Are you still connected to us? There he is.
Yes, I think it was Jasmine.
Jasmine, yeah, very good, Jasmine. If you could just repeat the question. Sorry for the other candidates, but we just got advice from our technical team that the first question wasn't being heard. And Jasmine, if you could repeat it, and Hasla, if you could adapt or answer it again, this would be nice. Thank you,
Yes,
Jasmine and Hasla.
sure. I was asking Hasler about the MPV and if there are MPV working in this moment in Venezuela and how it's working now.
Yes, we already are present in 4 communities, so we have 4 water plant purification units which are working. We're also in the process of installing the 5th one, and well, in this process, after each installation, we have improved the previous model. So we already have this MVP and even these pilots, improved pilots at this moment.
Yeah, thank you again. And Andres, I hope that this transmission was successful now, and that we have all the questions answered, and that our YouTube community can have them all on their screen. Speaking about our YouTube community and about our live audience, so I just got the information that we have 1,800 votes already, and we will show you the QR code again for our audience award. So now you heard all the 9 candidates. Please vote for your candidate, even if it's your brother, your uncle, I don't know, and or your best friend. Then just vote for him or for her. And yeah, the QR code is being shown now. If there are any questions from our YouTube audience, we can answer them now. So we still have 1 or 2 minutes. If there aren't any questions, then we would say, first of all, thank you very much for the candidates, and thank you very much especially for our jury. The jury will deliberate now in another virtual session, so we will be here on our own. They will have all their spreadsheets, and they will say, oh, I like this one, I like this one, and they will then come to a result, and they will come to us afterwards. So thanks again, jury, for being here with us. They will come back later to us in a later stage to announce the winner. And again, yeah, now we already have 1 winner. And now I would like to call my colleague Charlotte Gravitz from Eurexis to come to our second award, to our second prize, which is being oh, there's a prize already. You see it in her virtual background. She can't rip it off the virtual background and give it to you now, but she will tell you more about the prize and what Eurexis is all about. Charlotte, very happy that you are here. And yeah, please, the floor is yours. I think full screen is almost.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's working. Yeah, now it's possible. Perfect. There you go. Charlotte Gravitz from Eurexis, and she will tell you about Eurexis and the special prize Eurexis prepared for the candidates now.
Thank you, Zoran. Buenas tardes a todos. Hello, everybody. Congratulations to all the finalists of this Falling Walls Lab from Colombia, Peru, Venezuela. You were all amazing. I would like to congratulate not only the finalists, but also all the candidates and all the researchers that are interested in communicating more and better about their work. It seems to me that we don't have only one candidate, Zoran, but you are all winners because you accepted this challenge to present your research in an accessible way and in such a short time. It's amazing. I understood almost everything. Thank you for this. I know this is very difficult. It's a challenging exercise, but it's also very formative, right? You probably learned a lot about your project also, preparing your speeches. And I think we all have a lot to learn and benefit from your efforts. And it's important for society to know what's done in the labs, what's done in the universities, and to see how brilliant minds such as you work to have more walls falling. So really, congratulations. Together with my colleague Victoria, we represent in Latin America and the Caribbean an initiative of the European Commission, which is called Euraccess, and that promotes mobility of researchers. So it's very logical for Euraccess to offer today's winner a trip to visit the laboratory of his or her choice in Europe when he or she will be in Berlin to participate in the finals in November. You just have to tell us the name of the researcher you admire and you would like to meet, so we can try to set a meeting for you, and then you can discuss collaboration opportunities and maybe also a stay in this lab in Europe. So you will receive a lump sum of 500 euros to cover your expenses to commute from Berlin to the country of your choice and the lab of your choice. So after months staying at home, I'm sure you'll be happy to meet a great scientist, but also to travel around, right? And know a little bit of Europe. That's a nice opportunity. We will also give you information in case you decide to explore further opportunity of collaboration and with European scientists and stay if this is your choice for a postdoc, a doctorate, or a internship maybe somewhere in Europe. Well, we are also available to all of you that are listening today to discuss your project. So if you are interested in doing a doctorate or a postdoctorate in Europe, or if you want to work in projects in collaboration with European researchers and innovators, you can get in touch with us, Euraccess LAC, and we can help you. This is because Euraccess, as Euraccess representatives, my colleague Victoria and myself, we promote the European Commission's funds for mobility. I listed them on your screen, you can see them, but we can explain them into more details for you. So besides identifying funding and understanding how the calls work, what's in it for you, you can also count on Euraccess to support your projects. We can help you, even if they are not funded by the European Commission, of course. Euraccess offers 5 main tools that are accessible through the main portal that I'm sharing on your screen now. So when a scientist is looking for, is considering a stay in Europe, right? He or she needs first a job. That's why our first pillar of Euraccess is called Euraccess Jobs. It's an online free of charge database offering career opportunities. In this section, then you can find job offers. They are all related to science and innovation, mainly in Europe, but not only. You can also find offers worldwide. You can also find funding opportunities on this portal, scholarships, grants to undertake a stay in Europe, and you can find hosting offers from institutions, mainly in Europe, who are willing to receive visiting researchers. So let me show you this portal. You can find here the offers that are available today, and you can filter them either by research field, country of destination, Germany, for example, or any other country in Europe and worldwide, but also level of experience if you are a starting career researcher or if you are more experienced, for example. I let you explore this platform and searching for opportunities on a regular basis are the opportunities appear every day. Well, you can also count on your access to test your abilities and find online training in the career development module. We also help you find partners, being them individual partners or institutions where you can work, for example. Now, when you are ready to cross the ocean and go for a research stay in Europe, my colleagues from the Euraccess Information and Assistance help researchers and their family organizing their relocation and arrival in the new country. So there are more than 550 Euraccess centers all over Europe across 42 European countries. They deal with a variety of topics such as visa, housing, social security, everything that you need to know to prepare your arrival and be ready to go to your lab and work with a great peace of mind because all administrative questions are solved. You can find the list of countries where Euraccess has representation in the national portal section here that you can see on your screen, or also Google them and you will find their pages. Last but not least, Euraccess Worldwide is the international arm of Euraccess, and this is where you can find us from Euraccess Latin America. So I'll tell you more about our activities in a minute in Colombia and in the Latin American and Caribbean region. But let me stress first that if you want to use all the functionalities by Euraccess, I suggest that you create an account. It's free, it's easy, and then you'll be able to, for example, set an alert so you receive an email when a position matching your profile is published, or you can also publish your CV on the platform. But for the institution, if you want to attract researchers from Europe, you can publish your vacancies, you can increase your visibility and so on. Well, in the region, we have two offices. I'm based in Brazil, and my colleague Victoria is based in Mexico. We are covering all the region. We speak Portuguese, Spanish, and Portuñol, as Zoran said, so we can help you in your language also. Do not hesitate to contact us for any information, but also with following us, you can find information relevant for researchers from the region who are interested in a stay in Europe. So we disseminate open calls by the European Commission, but also by Germany, by all the member states. We disseminate events, opportunities in Europe. And most important, we help you, I would say, understand and navigate those funding and those opportunities. We also provide training sometimes and useful resources. So we support you developing your skills also, sometimes scientific communication or publishing skills. We have a very wide range of activities in the region, all these mostly in Portuguese and Spanish. So I invite you to register in our mailing list. I think it's the best way for you to be informed about our activities, of course, and follow us also on social media. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter in the 2 languages. So this is the best way for you to make sure that you don't miss any of the opportunities that we identify for you. And you can always contact us. You have our email here. And to tell us about your project, if you don't know where to start, you would like to do a PhD in Europe, you don't have any contacts, let us know and we will send you advices and we will support you in this project. Thanks a lot. And again, congratulations to all. I hope you voted already. And I'm very much looking forward to knowing the winners.
Yeah, thank you very much, Charlotte. And as Charlotte already mentioned, so the prize, so the winner takes it all. But the Falling Walls Lab winner for Colombia, he or she will get the Eurexus prize on top of it. So this is a very nice. So we will learn more about this after the jury comes back from their deliberation process. But speaking about winning, now it is time for us to hear from someone who already did this in 2018, 3 years ago. Jorge Robledo, he won the Falling Walls Lab Colombia in 2018. And Jorge, there he is. Thanks again for joining us. And if you could just briefly introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about, because his project was breaking the wall of upper limb disability.
Yes.
And he went to the final in 2018. And Jorge, please, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hello to everyone. It is great to be here again. It's a great chance to tell about my experience back there in Berlin, and also have this great opportunity to hear about these great ideas. Okay, my name is Jorge Robledo. I won this challenge back there in 2018. So, well, it was great. Yes, and as you told us, I presented my idea about robotic hands. I have my company called Advanced Prosthetics. So I had this chance to show to the world what we are doing here, and it was great.
And Jorge, how did you come up with your idea? So as you told us that you already have a company working with this artificial arms, and it's actually an artificial hand, isn't it? Or is it more than a hand? It's a whole arm, or just the lower arm? Maybe
okay,
you could just.
It's a hand, so you can use it as a hand, also as an arm. So we are trying to make the whole solution for the whole arm. So right now we have the hand and elbow and everything, but yes, we are trying to make the whole solution.
And how did you come up with with your idea? Were you still in doing your bachelor or your master's degree? What did spark your interest in like coming up with this solution?
Well, I had this idea a few years ago when I was studying my career. I'm an electronic engineer. So back there, I can't remember the year, I saw a news from Germany about the company Otto. It's the biggest company around the world on prosthetic hands and prosthetic solutions. So I saw a news from them, and they were showing a prosthetic hand, the most advanced prosthetic hand in that moment. So I was impressed about the technology that they were using. And me as an electronic engineer, I had this idea that I wanted to make the same thing here in Colombia, but with a lower cost. Because if you search for the cost of one of those hands, they are very expensive. It costs around, I don't know, $50,000. So in an economy like ours, or in Latin America.
And how much is your hand? And how much is your hand, Jorge? Yeah,
it's around $4,000. $4,000.
Oh, impressive! So 10 times less the price. Wow. And so you were kind of inspired, I don't know, maybe to the audience. Otto isn't, it's a small and medium sized it's a Mittelstand, small and medium. Well, it's actually not a small company, but it's one of these hidden champions that are like market leaders in their segment, but are not as well known as other countries. at other companies like Mercedes or Porsche, and I think that this is impressive that actually you saw a very advanced product, and then you adapted it to the Colombian environment and to the ecosystem. And how did you do that? How did you come up with the materials when everything was involved? Did you have help from your alma mater, from the university you were studying in? Were you based in an innovation center, or just for us to know?
Well, it wasn't easy to make this to make grow this idea here, because I faced a lot of challenge. The first thing is that I had to lower the cost of production, but I have a great tool to do it, and it was the 3D printers. So 3D printing is changing the way that we can produce things and products. So I took this technology and take advantage of it. And yes, I started to create my hands using this, but also I brought technology from other parts like China, United States, and joined everything together here in Colombia and created my products. My company is right now about 5 years 5 years long, I think. But right now we are trying to improve everything, and no, it's something great, and have the chance to show to the world all the things that we are doing was the big prize that I won with this challenge.
Speaking of the big prize you did one in 2018, and so you went, so you were the finalist and you got the prize, and you were like in the same situation as our candidates are now. You were kind of nervous. You were presenting this. You were presenting this live in 2.5 minutes, and getting to know a little bit about the Falling Walls competition, and how far did you get? So you traveled to Berlin, and you did get to present Colombia in this challenge, in this competition. First of all, how far did you get, and what would you say was the most impressive part of the program in your stay in Berlin?
Okay, yes. As you said, I won the challenge back there in 2018. I went to Berlin, a very great city. So the main thing that I have to say is Falling Walls is not the event. Falling Walls is everything around about it. All the reunions, all the meetings after the event. So yes, I had the chance to present my idea there. I didn't win. I thought that I was. I thought in a minute that maybe I could have that chance to win, but I didn't. But I had the chance to know a lot about other projects and know what is the tendency about around the world in technology and in efforts, and it was great, a great experience in every way. I had the chance to travel around the city. I went to some places like Adlershof University. Um, well, the Falling Walls event took us, all the participants, to the university, and they told us about that everyone has the chance to study there. So you only have to apply. So if you have a project or you have the intention or you want to study in another country, you have all the chances to do do it there. So you only have to apply. So it's something very, very good that I didn't know in that moment. So it's something I can say right now. If you want to study in another country, I think Germany is a special place to do it. You have all the chances, all the opportunities. So it is great. Also, something that I enjoyed a lot was the parties after the events. So you can go to a party in the evening, so you can meet people, have, I don't know, maybe business relationships or personal relationships if you want. And everything is great. I don't know, I only have words of gratitude, and it was a great experience.
So thank you very much for this very nice marketing towards Germany as an innovation country and the innovation ecosystem. But what do you think? You already spoke about the most impressive point was to see what was the state of the art in 2018 from all the other international participants. What do you think from a Colombian point of view or from a regional point of view? What do you think what can Germany or Germans or international or other countries learn from Colombian? As you already told us, so you manufactured an artificial hand with 10 times lower the cost than a German company. What do you think to your fellow candidates now? What would you give them as an advice and to say, okay, I think they can learn this from us, or we are doing this better, or we are more advanced in terms of. What is your opinion on that, Jorge?
Okay, something that I realized when I traveled there is the people around the world have a very I don't know, they don't know the reality of Colombia. They only think about the bad things that we are still living with Pablo Escobar and narco trafficking and everything. So this is a great opportunity to change that image, to change that face to the world. So I don't know. In that moment, I felt that I had that responsibility to do it, to change the face that Colombia is having right now to the world. That we are creating things here, that we can make very important things here. So I think this is something that we all have to do it.
This is a very interesting answer, and I saw a picture of you with some other candidates from the region. I think it was from Chile, from Bolivia. And what do you think? Did they have the same impression of like to paint a more realistic view of the country or the region to the international audience? Would you say that this is an important aspect of this event as well?
Yes, sure, of course. Well, the people who live near Colombia, they know a little bit more about us. But the people from the other part of the world, like Japan, China, I don't know, India, they have, I don't know, a wrong idea of what Colombia is and what we are doing here. So, yes, we have to change that. And I think this kind of events is the best platform to do it, because you are gathering all the people that have great ideas and show to the world that we can make every important thing here. And yes, it's something very good.
Yeah, thank you, Jorge. And what do you think, speaking about our candidates now, our 9 candidates who are very nervous and they're already biting on their fingernails and they don't know who will be the winner, as you were 3 years ago. What would you give them? Do you have any tips or any hints for them and for the audience who's listening to us on YouTube? As you already said, you were inspired by a video you saw from a German company, but what would you say is the most important thing for you to really keep going? And then this is like more in general, and then the other aspect will be for them to prepare for future Falling Walls editions. What would you give your regional colleagues? What tips and hints would you have for them?
No, okay. First of all, I have to say congratulations. I was hearing the ideas, and everyone's idea is great. Everyone's idea, okay. I was impressed. All the things that the young people is working, so it's something great. I have only a little piece of advice, and it would be that you have 3 minutes to show your idea, to tell your idea. But I would say that try to make it shorter, maybe 2.5 minutes, because you think 3 minutes is a lot of time, but it is not. And only 30 seconds to answer questions is nothing. So if you have at least a minute, would be great. And it will bring to the jury the opportunity to let them know more about your idea. And it could be something that can make the difference if to win or not. So a little piece of advice would be that try to make a small speech, a small speech. And the other thing is, if you have an idea and you want to work for that idea or make a company of that idea, the only thing is never surrender. It's very difficult. I have my company. I founded my company 5 years ago, but I've been working on this project for around 11 years. So it's a great sacrifice to make a company, especially here in Colombia, because we don't have as much opportunities as some people in other parts of the world. For example, I have a company that is my competition, and they are in Bristol, in United Kingdom. I don't know, in England, yes.
UK, yeah, and the United Kingdom.
And so we started at the same time, I think. But if you see the company right now, they are a lot ahead of us. Yes, they have won a lot of challenge. The government have I don't know, have gave them a lot of money. So yes, it's something different. So in Colombia, it's very difficult to have a company, but it's not impossible.
Jorge, speaking about difficult, we still have 1 minute left for the audience award. So the QR code is still on the display. So for all your candidates, your favorite 9 candidates, please put out your smartphone or type in the link and then vote for your favorite candidate. If you want to vote as well, Jorge, you can still do it. We still have one minute left. But Jorge, speaking about this, the difficulties you are facing, and I think these are difficulties which smaller companies in Brazil, in Venezuela, in Peru, even in Chile or in Argentina are facing as well. What do you think in terms of what we always heard in terms of COVID-19 now? Resilience is a word. So what do you say is the most important thing? As you say, okay, you have a competitor in the UK and you already started, you started on the same level, and now he's, I don't know, 2-3 miles ahead. What do you say is the most important thing in terms of encouraging your colleagues to still stay in Colombia and to build up their companies? Because you are you seem like a happy guy, and you are happy here in Colombia. And what is the tips and hints what you could say to your colleagues and to stay the way you are?
Okay, well, as I told you, never give up. This is the first thing, but also you have to look forward for good company, as I could say. I mean, is you have to have good I don't know how to say, friends, I don't know, or co-workers that be a support for you in the bad moments. So you need to be surrounded from good people who support you, and also you have to look forward for companies who are doing the same and trying to speak with them and know what are the challenges that they are facing right now. Because if you know what are they are fighting, what are they fighting for, it will be better for you if you want to do the same thing. So I think you have to look for the market or the ideas that are surround or are the same like yours, and then look for the people who are doing the same and trying to improve the solution or trying to make the better things.
This means like you, if you're Coca-Cola, you should team up with Pepsi and see what the beverage industry is about. And I'm just joking a bit, but
Okay, yes.
just for you to understand, I think Jorge, what you told us is very important as well. If you say you don't see your competitors as competitors, but they are working in the same market as yours, and if they change, you have to change, and if you change, they have to change, and maybe market needs change. I think it's a very important point you are raising, and it's a very mature way of seeing this competition. I'm very impressed. Jorge, I think we have still 1 or 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Again, coming back to you. So you are still working at this company since 5 years now. So you presented this in 2018, and again, do you think that in this whole process of mixing up, like funding your company and going to Falling Walls, what would you say were the most important things you did? What you say, no, I did this, and that's why it happened, or is there any specific moment, or are there very, very small moments, and you just combine them? Maybe you could give some advices to our candidates now who are 5 years prior to you, and who will and who will walk the way now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I made something special in a moment or not. I don't know. When I was presenting my idea, I just tried to be relaxed, because it's very difficult to try to explain something in another language when you are nervous and you are thinking in your native language. So it's very difficult. So trying to be relaxed, but the other thing that I have to say, after watching more than 100 presentations back there in Berlin, it was that it doesn't matter if it's a technology solution or a social solution. Everyone has the same opportunity to win. So you only have to present it very well. So as I said before, everything very clear. It's more short words, but everything very clear. So I think that's the main thing to win, because if I remember well, the 3 projects that won the challenge in 2018, they spoke very slow. The presentation, they try to spoke very slow, very calm. So the energy that they were transmitting to the audience was very nice. And I think it was the same thing for the jury, because they understood everything very well. So I think that the main idea is to go there, have fun, trying to explain your idea as good as possible, and nothing else. I did it. I did it myself in that moment. I didn't think I was that relaxed in that moment, but I tried to do it, and that's all. I think it's everything related with have fun.
Yeah, very nice advices. Yeah, Helmut, we are listening to you. There you are. Let's just clap our hands again for Jorge Alberto Robledo, our 2080 winner. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Jorge, again. Yeah, Helmut, we can. Yeah, Helmut, we can hear you. We can hear you, Helmut, if you can hear us. So this is nice. Jorge, again, thank you very much. And for all of us, again, I will clap my hands for all the audience and for all the jury members. Yeah, Helmut, we can hear you. And now,
okay.
Oh, this is okay. Andres, maybe you could help Helmut. Maybe he has to switch on his audio again. But nevertheless, we are here in the most important moments of our Falling Walls Lab 2021 Colombia for the whole region. the award ceremony. Jorge, you were kind of nervous at this moment 3 years ago because you were on stage, and now we are on the virtual backgrounds. And I would like to, first of all, I would like all the jury members and all of our candidates to switch on their cameras. And now, because I just got the information that our jury finished voting and they came to a verdict. It's not real. It's not a real verdict, but they will announce a winner now. And yeah, please welcome back for our 5 jury members. And I hope that Helmut will be connecting in a minute. So first of all, thank you for our jury members that you deliberated in such a short notice. And now I would like to hand over to the chairwoman of the jury, Dr. Martina Schulze, to announce the winner of the Falling Walls Lab Colombia 2021. Please, Martina, give us the honors. I'm very excited about this news.
Yeah, we need some drums now, or see this way to announce really the winner. And let me tell you that it was very hard work for the jury this time, because really all the proposals were very interesting, had innovation in it, and we are very proud to have such a group really of good and innovative young people in the countries around, not only in Colombia. So I will announce the third winner. And the main problem for the third is that we have nothing to give to you but honor. Honor, because it was very hard and very, how should I say it in English? I don't know the word. It was very, you were very near one by another in the votes. So the third place is not the last place, and it was breaking the wall of solar power energy for all, the Juan Manuel España de Colombia. So Juan Manuel, congratulations. The second goes to breaking the wall of quality water scarcity to Venezuela, Hasla Iglesias. And we were very, very proud of this very good project, which really only for 0.12 points was in the second place. And the winner is, let me do it the way a coffee company does it in this country. You should learn from this in Brazil, Zurich. Let me show, they write something nice for you. So it's VWL Lab, and the winner is Daniel Garavito, Breaking the Wall of Education. Daniel, good news for you.
Daniel, you can switch on your microphone now.
If you want.
If you like to say some words to the jury and to your colleagues.
I can open my microphone, but I don't have words. I really appreciate this distinction. I want to say thank you to the JCI, to all the members of JCI Colombia, to the support to this project, and no more words. Let's go to fill the world with calls to educate with these ones. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, thank you very much for your words, and saying thank you to all the people who appoint, you give the necessary impact and the strengths to win this competition. And I should pass now to, we are
Charlotte.
seeing Charlotte, to Charlotte. I shall pass to Charlotte. Charlotte, this is also your winner. It's not only the winner of the Falling Walls Lab Colombia, but also the winner of US's. So you have an additional prize, and you have an additional opportunity in Europe with one step. Maybe there come others. I have to ask Helmut, how is the situation? Have we a prize from the public, from the audience?
Yes, we have the prize from the audience. So I will say it was very interesting. All the projects, I like it really. I think I will have contact with some of you because it was also interesting for our company. So I will contact you in the next time. But the audience also have a winner. Congratulations. We have more than 2,000 people voted, and the majority voted for breaking the wall of education. Daniel, you're second, and I think it's really a very good project, and it's not also for Colombia. Yeah, I think in other countries we can have this project, or we can implement this project in the future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the audience. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much, Martina. Thank you very much. Helmut, Charlotte, if you would like to say some words to Daniel, your winner as well.
Congratulations. We are very much looking forward to bringing you to Europe, to the lab of your choice. I'm sure you will find amazing partners in Europe, and congratulations to all the others. You were really, really very good, and you all deserve to go to the finals. But I'm very happy that Daniel will represent the region. I think that we have great chance to win the finals in Berlin. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, Daniel. And if you want some advice, talk to Jorge afterwards in order to prepare perfectly for your pitch. But as you did win the Falling Walls Lab 2021, the Eurexis Award and the Audience Award, we will see the 2.5 minutes video again of your winning project for breaking the walls of education. Please, Andres, show us the video. The winner of the Falling Walls Lab 2021 Colombia.
Hello, my name is Daniel Garavito, and today I want to show you how together we will break down the wall of education. Please break down the wall of education. Please close your eyes and imagine the lockdown without or smartphones. That is the situation of 1 out of 2 children in developing countries. 5 million children only in Colombia. With these children, we will fill the Allianz Arena Stadium 80 times, or the Stadium en Campín 165 times. Now open your eyes. We can try to solve it with internet and smartphones, but we don't have enough resources to pay for it. We can try to solve it with television and radio, but we don't have enough broadcasters and television channels for every child to get the education he or she deserves. We can try to solve it with textbooks, but a child who studies on their own doesn't learn well. Then, what can we do to create a world in which every child reaches his or her potential? Can you imagine the future of humanity without walls of education? We did it. And this is why we create EduCall, calls to educate. EduCall transforms a simple phone call to give access to any kind of audio content, internet through voice and artificial intelligence. With this, we bring education to every places of the world when you can make a simple call, a call to educate. When a child makes a call to EduCall, have access to pre-recorded lessons, audiobooks, and podcasts, like Spotify. Have access to a learning management system with evaluations and feedbacks, like Moodle. Voice search on the internet, Wikipedia, voice assistant, and translations, like Siri. As well, personalized suggested content and playback controls, like YouTube, and conference rooms with their classmates and teachers. We turned a legacy phone into an interactive, personalized, and on-demand radio through a simple call. You can try EduCall in Colombia by calling 031 518 2131. Do you want to break down the education barriers, make every child reach their potential, and fill the world with calls to educate with us?
So we have a winner, Daniel. Once again, congratulations. We are very happy for you to be the voice of Colombia and the whole region in the final in November 7 in Berlin. You will represent not just Colombia, but the whole region. What a pressure. All the Peruvians, all the Ecuadorians, all the Venezuelans, they will tell you, oh, you have to present not just the Colombians, but all of us. And but if you feel too much pressure, again, ask Jorge. Jorge did this in 2018, and maybe he has some smart advice for you. And now we're coming to the closing remarks and acknowledgement. First of all, the whole thank you list. And let's start with our jury. Let's start with Martina. Thank you again, Martina. I think Martina wasn't just our chairwoman, she was the champion in asking our questions. Again, clap our hands for Martina Schulze, the director of the DAD regional office in Bogota. Clap our hands for Paola. Paola, I think you came in second in terms of question asked. Paola, thank you very much for your participation in the jury. Then we come to Helmut. Helmut, thanks again for holding the male flag within the jury. You did this perfectly. Thank you, Helmut. Connecting from Peru. Yasmin, thank you for your very nice questions and for your engagement in this jury. Thanks again, Yasmin. Becky was with us and she did some very interesting questions and she worked very hard in this jury. Remember again, Becky, thanks again. I think we already thanked our candidates, but I would like to call them again because they are the whole centerpiece of this event again. Juan, where is he? Juan, thank you very much for your beautiful presentation. Federico, thank you very much for your presentation. Christian, again, thank you very much for your presentation. Rosakelia, thank you very much for your presentation, connecting from Peru. Hasla, thank you very much for your presentation, connecting from Venezuela. Jackson, again, Julio, Carlos, and last but not least, Daniel, our winner. Thanks again. This was all about you, but this wouldn't be possible without the help of our partners. And I would like to really extend our gratitude to our partners and supporters. First of all, the German Colombian Chamber of Industry and Commerce, or short in German, AHK Colombia. We heard Torsten's welcome marks, and clap our hands for the German Colombian Chamber of Industry and Commerce. Thanks for their support and for their help in organizing this event. The Universidad EAN, especially for the technical support and the setup. Andres, you were the mastermind in the background. So our back end, Andres. So you were. They didn't break the wall of Andres this time. So you have to come up with another idea to break his back-end room now. And Eurexis, thank you, Charlotte, connecting from Rio de Janeiro. Not the nicest city in Brazil, but still worth a visit. The nicest city is still Sao Paulo, but we can discuss about this later. And to our 2018 winner, Jorge. Jorge, thanks again for sharing your insights, and maybe you and Daniel can exchange contacts, and that you could really help him to present the region in the best manner possible. And the Falling Walls Foundation in Berlin. But last but not least, I would really like to thank the German Academic Exchange Service, the DAD in Bogota, and namely again our quiz master, Martina Schulze, and Sarina Kessler. Sarina, can you just wave your hands and just say hi and hello? So Sarina is a mastermind in preparation there she is, and she organized everything. She did a beautiful job in organizing this whole event, and yeah, really. We show our supportive heart for Sarina. So, and if you want to study in Germany or want to do research in Germany, not just in Europe, but in Germany, contact the DRD regional office. They have a beautiful team, and they can help you with whatever you want to do. If you want to do just an exchange, or if you want to do your PhD or your postdoc in Germany, the DRD can help you out. Yeah. Thanks again. This was a beautiful event. I really enjoyed it, connecting from Sao Paulo, a nice city in Brazil, and hope to see you again the next time. And for all of you who were in the audience, please feel inspired and please apply for the next edition, the Falling Walls Lab Colombia next year. Let's see if this will be virtually. Let's see if this will be on site. Let's see about that. But once again, thank you for participating.
We're looking at the brink of a quantum materials revolution.
It's about what science can do and what society can become.
Falling Walls. What a great image.